Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I thought my buddy Tony covered it on his channel, and I thought with my video released on the new guidelines for the CBC that it would be pretty clear, but some people still want to ask me, is the CDC trying to shut down cruising again? Let me tell you my reasons why I don't think that's the case. Okay, first off, you all know, if you've watched any of my channels during this whole pandemic, I haven't necessarily been a big fan of the CDC, calling them out saying that their logic towards cruise ships has been heavy-handed, wasn't even science-based. All that being said, you can pretty much say that I have not been one of those people rah-rahing the CDC and their handling of the cruise ship situation. No. That being said, with the new guidelines that they just introduced, with the testing requirement recommendations, now remember, I'm saying recommendations, but that's only because the court battle right now has said that the CDC doesn't have this authority over the cruise ships. It's still an ongoing court battle. So the CDC says, fine, you don't have to follow our guidelines. These are just suggestions, but there will be ramifications if you don't follow our just recommendations and suggestions. Pretty much it's still a no sail order. It's still a conditional sail order. And the cruise lines have been following it. The big thing is some of the things they came out with, like, testing before getting on a cruise ship, etc., 3 days in advance, cruise lines had already instituted. When they started to see that they started having cases on board, in some cases numerous cases on board, they're the ones who implemented this even before the CDC recommended it. And they also started putting mask policies in place as well, even before the CDC recommended it. So the CDC would actually be behind in this, when you're looking at it from a perspective of fairness and not just pro-cruising, anti-CDC, or you know what I mean. But one of the big things, one of the biggest reason I can come up with of why I don't think the CDC is trying to shut down cruising again is a very simple fact. They had the perfect opportunity to shut down a cruise ship. Not maybe the whole cruising industry, but at least make an appointment and shut down the one cruise ship. The Carnival Vista had 27 people on that ship. 26 crew members test positive. That would have been the perfect opportunity for them to say, hey, we're shutting down that ship. We're going to investigate that ship and see what your procedures are, etc., etc., etc. But they didn't do that. They kept going, and everything was, the ship is still sailing to this day. They haven't stopped any Carnival ship. So I honestly think if they were looking to shut down the industry, that gave them the perfect opportunity to start doing that, and they didn't. Instead, they just came up with some other recommendations. So they're trying to keep and work with the cruising industry. They're trying to come up with solutions so we don't have another shutdown of this billion dollar industry, and a whole bunch of jobs lay in the balance. So that's my reasoning behind it. Like I said, they had the perfect opportunity and they didn't do it. So I'm still holding firm on my opinion that they're not trying to do it. They still want their authority there, but they're not actively going out and trying to shut down the cruise industry. Well, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that has some credence? Do you think they had, you're right, they did have some opportunity, or do you think they just didn't act fast enough, and if there's another opportunity like that, they're going to jump all over it? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.